In November 2025, Bitcoin just lost $800 billion in value. The cryptocurrency promising to revolutionize money is bleeding. But this isn't Bitcoin's first crash. In 2011, it fell 99% in one day. In 2018, it lost 84%. Each time, experts declared it dead. Each time, they were wrong. So what's happening now? Is this another temporary setback? Or has Bitcoin finally met its end? Let's find out. On January 3rd, 2009, while the world reeled from a financial crisis, anonymous programmer Satoshi Nakamoto created the first Bitcoin block, the Genesis block. Embedded in its code, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. A manifesto against the failed financial system. But Bitcoin was worth nothing. 9 days later, Nakamoto sent 10 Bitcoin to Hal Finney in the first ever transaction. Value, still zero. Then came the legendary moment. May 22nd, 2010. Programmer Laszlo Hanyecz posted, "I'll pay 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas." Teenager Jeremy Sturdivant accepted. Those 2 Papa John's pizzas cost $41. Today, those 10,000 Bitcoin would be worth over $1.1 billion at 2025's peak. The most expensive meal in history proved Bitcoin could be real money. By October 2009, the first exchange rate, $1 bought 1,309 Bitcoin. Within a year, Bitcoin climbed to 5 cents. The experiment was working. Bitcoin's adolescence was nothing short of explosive. In February 2011, it hit $1 for the first time, achieving parity with the US currency. By June of that same year, it had rocketed to $32. That's a 6,400% increase in just months. Early adopters who bought Bitcoin for pennies were suddenly sitting on small fortunes. But Bitcoin had a dark passenger. In 2011, an underground marketplace called Silk Road launched, exclusively using Bitcoin for transactions. It was the Amazon of illegal goods, everything from drugs to fake IDs. For the first time, Bitcoin had real utility, but at a massive reputational cost. Still, the growth continued. By November 2013, Bitcoin shattered the $1,000 barrier, reaching $1,127. In just 2.5 years, it had gone from $1 to over $1,000. Mining was still possible on regular computers. Anyone with decent hardware could generate new Bitcoin. It felt democratic, revolutionary, and unstoppable. Bitcoin wasn't just an investment anymore. It was a movement. And movements attract believers, skeptics, and opportunists in equal measure. Bitcoin has died 7 times, and understanding this pattern is key to predicting 2025. In June 2011, Bitcoin hit $32 before plummeting 99% to 1 cent when Mt. Gox got hacked, taking 20 months to recover. Just a year later, in August 2012, a Ponzi scheme stole 700,000 Bitcoin and the price dropped 56%. By April 2013, Mt. Gox crashed again and Bitcoin fell 83% to $54, only to climb back to $1,200 by December before China banned it, causing a 50% overnight drop to $600. February 2014 brought the Great Winter, when Mt. Gox collapsed completely and 850,000 Bitcoin, worth $450 million, vanished, sending prices crashing 85% to $172 in a 36-month nightmare that killed most cryptocurrencies. December 2017 saw Bitcoin explode to $19,783 on mainstream mania before imploding 84% to $3,200 by December 2018, requiring 3 years to recover. The most deceptive crash came in November 2021, when Bitcoin peaked at $68,000 with institutional adoption. But by May 2022, Terra USD collapsed and erased $40 billion. followed by FTX's bankruptcy in November 2022 that revealed Sam Bankman-Fried as a fraud and sent Bitcoin plummeting 77% to $15,000 as $1 trillion evaporated. 7 crashes, 7 resurrections. But as Bitcoin bleeds from $126,000 to $82,000 in 2025, will the pattern continue, or is this time finally different? Here's where we are now. October 6th, 2025. Bitcoin hit its all-time high of $126,296. In November, Bitcoin trades around $82,000 to $85,000. That's a 31% drop. Over $800 billion in market value vanished in 43 days. On October 10th, President Trump, the crypto president, reignited the China trade war. Bitcoin flash crashed immediately and hasn't recovered. The technical damage is severe. Leveraged positions worth $19 billion liquidated. The Crypto Fear Index 10 meaning extreme fear. Spot Bitcoin ETF investors who bought at $90,000 average are now underwater. Gold, the asset Bitcoin was meant to replace, is up 54% in 2025. Analyst predictions vary wildly. Some say Bitcoin crashes another 30% to $70,000. Others believe the bottom is already here, between $84,000 to $86,000. While Bitcoin bleeds, governments tighten the noose. 9 countries have implemented total bans on cryptocurrency. China leads with the strictest ban since 2021, making all crypto transactions illegal and banning mining that once represented 75% of global operations. Yet China still ranks 20th in global crypto adoption through underground trading. Algeria criminalized all crypto activities in July 2025 with 1-year prison sentences and $7,700 fines. Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, Egypt, Morocco, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nepal have various total bans citing financial stability concerns. Beyond total bans, Russia uses Bitcoin for sanctions dodging, Turkey bans crypto purchases, and Nigeria's underground adoption thrives despite central bank discouragement. The EU implemented MiCA regulation. The US passed the Genius Act, and the IMF forced El Salvador to reverse its Bitcoin legal tender mandate in 2025. Governments fear Bitcoin threatens financial stability, enables capital flight, and removes monetary control. The paradox: increased restrictions drive increased demand. Can Bitcoin's censorship-resistant design withstand coordinated global regulatory pressure? Bitcoin has survived 7 major crashes and been declared dead over 400 times. Each time it reached new all-time highs. The pattern is crash, despair, recovery, euphoria, repeat. Bitcoin has institutional infrastructure now. Spot ETFs exist. Major corporations hold it. Only 20 million of 21 million Bitcoin exist. 420 million people worldwide own crypto. Microsoft, Starbucks, AT&T accept Bitcoin. 37,342 Bitcoin ATMs in the US. The April 2024 halving cut supply. Only 1 million Bitcoin remain to be mined until 2140. Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. It failed as an inflation hedge, portfolio diversifier, and growth play. History says Bitcoin recovers. But higher rates, trade wars, and coordinated regulations make 2025 different. The question is, do enough people still believe in money without governments? Will Bitcoin recover from the 2025 crash? History says yes. Bitcoin has died over 400 times, yet always returned. But higher rates, trade wars, and regulatory crackdowns make this different. Bitcoin was born with a message. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. 16 years later, it faces its own crisis. The question isn't about charts or policy. It's about belief in money without governments. So Bitcoin will remain unpredictable,